Thanks for checking out my video. If you want to learn more from me, I have a lot of classes on Udemy. You can find the links to a lot of those in the description.
So, on today's episode, what I wanted to talk about is problems. We all have them, we all deal with them, and honestly, it's like death, taxes, and laundry. There's no escape from problems, right? But the kind of allegory or tale that I want to use to demonstrate this idea is a Buddhist tale about the two arrows. I believe it's accredited with, Buddha, but you can double check my sources on that one. It's something that I heard about when I was perusing the internet just yesterday. So, whenever you have a problem, you're hit with two arrows. Or if you've ever been struck by an arrow, you're really struck by two arrows, per se. The first is the arrow that hits you, and oh man, that hurts, and where did it hit me, and oh man, now I have a wound, and that sucks, and it hurts. And then, the second arrow that really hits you is your emotional reaction to that problem. Oh man, it's stuck in my arm. Am I going to have nerve damage? Oh man, it's stuck in my leg. Am I going to be able to walk? Oh man, it's stuck in my chest. Am I going to have a collapsed lung? Yada yada. Right? So, it's not just the initial problem, but it's our reaction to the problem that in and of itself is a problem, right? So, let's extrapolate this to bigger things. When we do magic and spells for different things, of course, we are trying to attack a problem. But what is our emotionality? What is our reaction? What are our feelings about that particular problem? And if we are still stuck in that reactive state where we're wondering how we're going to get out of this thing, and it's still weighing us down, and it's making it difficult for us to see a way out of the problem, and so we turn to magic and spell work in order to fix that problem. If we're still overcome with the actual problem itself rather than the solution of it, and understanding that there is an after the problem, then we're not going to be able to see our way out. We're not going to be able to feel our way out, and so our magic and our spell work is actually going to be much less effective. Why? Because we don't have the proper emotional charge and understanding and mindset that this particular thing can be solved. Of course, you can step into magic and spell work for those kinds of things if you can't see a way out and you're looking for help. So, you might program your subconscious to find a way out. You might petition a particular spirit to help you find a way out or to help solve this problem. One of the 50 names of Marduk that me and my lady, particularly my lady, uses all the time is Adu, who in his description is about the random moving factor, right? So we might not know the way out, but we got this guy that works with a, quote, random moving factor that might throw a wrench in the mix, a good wrench, in order to fix the problem, open a door that we didn't see. Now, that's all well and good, but I would argue that it's much more effective and much more likely in order to work for us to say, okay, here's my problem, here's the solution I want to manifest. Now, it's not just about, I have all of these bills and I don't want to have all of these bills, so help me to not have all of these bills. Well, you might pay a lot for an apartment or something like that, and then you want a solution to that problem. Guess what? There's a fire in your building. You don't have an apartment anymore. Now you don't got to pay for it. So, did that solve your problem that you asked for? In specifics, yes. But was that what you wanted? No, because now you don't have your apartment, right? That's why it's important to think about the aspect of that second arrow about how you feel about the thing and come up with a solution. Well, if your rent is really high and you have a lot of bills and stuff, what are some solutions? You could, find a different carrier for some of your utilities to bring your bills down. Maybe you can work your way to eating better to where you're not buying a ton of junk food and different things like that, so that brings your bills down. Maybe you can find another apartment that's cheaper that would bring your bills down. See the solutions? You got to come up with the solutions to your problem, because otherwise magic is like lightning, or as I'll tell you in a second, magic is like water. It finds the easiest way to move around. So, for example, I just had a problem in my house where I had my bathtub, the drain didn't work properly, so the bathtub actually overflowed, and it went onto the bathroom floor, and then the bedroom floor a little bit, and seeped onto my kitchen with the kitchen ceiling and the cabinets. And she calls me and she's like, "Help, come home, emergency, problem, problem, problem." And when I get there, oh man, we got water. There's towels, and literally every towel and every blanket we own is all over the floor. And oh man, what am I gonna do? Right? Just how am I gonna solve this problem? And I had that initial reaction, which of course I would argue is being human, of, oh man, there's a problem. What the heck do I do? So I jump into problem solving mode. Okay, we have all these different towels. Let's try to soak up all the water. And then let's bag them, and we're going to put them through the laundry. I'm still not done with that, by the way. It's been several days. Got to go through that so we can make all the towels and blankets better again. Okay, so that's done. Now that we figured that out, okay, the lighting fixture. Let's take that down because there's obviously water in it. Okay, the counter. Let's wipe all that up. Okay, let's take a look at what's the other stuff that we got to work with here. I have a wet vac. Let's see if that can be useful in stopping up the water. Let's take a look at the bathroom. Is that done? Let's take a look under the sink in the bathroom. Is that good? Let's look at the counter. Is that good? Let's look at the floor. Is that good? Okay, now that we solve that, now I got all this damage. What's my next step? Well, call the insurance company, put a claim in, right? And get a company out here to help with the water and the water damage and stuff. So I have a company come out with all the fans and the dehumidifiers and such, and I'm still dealing with that. And then there's filing with the insurance and all that stuff. So problem and solution. Now, is the situation over yet? No. Do I on occasion feel that second arrow of, oh man, this sucks, how could this happen to me? Yeah, I do. But that's when I gotta work on rationalizing things with, okay, this is a problem. What are my solutions? So I compartmentalized it with a step-by-step. What are my problems? What are the actions I can take to fix my problems? And can Magick help me with that? So we did a couple of spells around, fast turnaround with the insurance company and things like that, and all that stuff is working pretty well. Now, old me, several years ago, would have just freaked out about it, not knowing what to do, froze up, got way too emotional, and whoa, it's raining in my kitchen, oh man. And would that have helped me to think clearly? No, because I'm still feeling that second arrow, right? So, you gotta think about the problem. What's your reaction to the problem? What's the practical solution? And can Magick help you with gaining that practical solution? So, to all of those ends, when it comes to understanding the correct emotional state that you need to be in with Magick spell work and just what your overall goals are with your statements of intent and stuff, if you want to take a really, really deep dive into that, I have my Magick 101 class on Udemy that you can find through my link tree down in the description. And if you want to take an even deeper dive into that, my book Magical Theater goes along with Magick 101 to kind of even expand more on that, so you can really understand, okay, what are my problems, what are my solutions, how can I make Magick help me with that, and what's the proper emotional state to get into, and the proper ritual to execute. So definitely check those out if you're interested. Let me know what you guys think about this one, and if you liked what I said here. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Share this to other people that you might think would benefit from this content. And I'll see you in the next one. Good hunting.